morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Bassin with Captain Lou. As you can see, my background has changed a little bit, and that is because I am fishing on Lake Okeechobee this morning. Fortunately, Elsa has moved through the area. She's out west and moving up the coast of Florida. I wish everybody the best. Please be safe in regards to this storm. She is dumping a lot of water, and there's a lot of rain and storm bands passing through the area to the northwest of us. But as you can see, it's a little bit overcast here. There's no rain. It's very quiet. Winds are about from the southeast, I would say, around 10 miles an hour. There's nobody out here as far as I can see. The ramp was empty. So to be quite honest, I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing. But nonetheless, I am going to do my best and see what I can get myself into. And stay tuned, and hopefully I can provide you guys with some catches and go into some explanation of what I came across in a pattern and teach you guys something about Lake Okeechobee. So stay tuned, I'll be back in a bit. So it figures I turned the camera off, and then all of a sudden I catch a fish. That's how it goes. Not a giant, but it's a start. It hit over there on some of the clump of Kissimmee grass on this swim jig. Shout out to Big Jim. This is one of his personally tied, custom tied swim jigs, and a Locket Lures watermelon ghost swim bait. In case I forget, the outfit I'm using, of course, a Dobbins Champion 735, 50-pound braid. As you can see, this stuff is pretty thick on a Corrado eye. I like my handles a little longer, so this is a Hogtech handle, carbon fiber handle. I'm gonna keep the camera running. Maybe I might come across another one. There she is. There you go. Again on the swim jig. I don't know if you guys caught that, but I was following that line of Kissimmee grass and those arrowheads. Right down that line, she just chomped it. Again, so everybody's familiar with what's going on right now behind me and all around me. The water is about 1.5 feet. So it's shallow, people. But the water temperature is about 80 degrees. As you can see, it's overcast. I like to try shallow before I even remotely try something deep out here. And as you can see already, 2 quick bites. So I'm gonna keep working and see what happens here. Because out here, at any moment, it could be literally a fish of a lifetime. There she is. Oh, it's a nice fish. That's a nice fish. Yo, that was bad. There it is, another one. As you can see, they're chewing that swim bait, that white swim bait. I saw the wake, and then I slowed down, and then she just took it. Big Jim, shout out again, buddy. I love these. anybody says anything, I know I swung that bass terrible onto the boat. It was just a bad swing. Oh, God. Right out the boat. My mistake. Should have given it about 2 more seconds to really secure the bite. That was just an overreaction on my part. Right at the boat. Here's a tip for you guys. Just in case you don't want to use a fresh swim bait, I chuck all my swim baits in my trolling motor well, just for instances like this. It was a beat up swim bait, the Locket Lure swim bait, the swim minnow. It was a beat up one. So all I did was I bit the head off so that it could fit accordingly to the swim jig. So now I got a little bit more use out of it instead of using a fresh one. This one's pretty torn up already because of the fish that I've caught. But again, it's something that may help you guys. You know, if it's torn up on the head or something like that, all you got to do is just bite a piece off and maybe use it for a trailer. And as you guys can see so far, I've been getting hits. So I'm getting more use out of it. There she is. Swim jig's on fire today. Nice little chunk. So you can see what I'm doing. You guys can see this lane, and so far they've been hitting on the sparse, I guess this would be Kissimmee grass, I think. Either way, they're hitting on those sparse little patches, and I'm swimming this swim jig at a moderate pace, not too crazy. The reason why you may see me swimming this unorthodox with the rod so high, the reason for it is because, again, remember, this is 1.5 foot water. You can barely see the bottom right here because the sun hasn't come out yet. And I don't want it to be rubbing on the bottom, picking up the muck, so I'm keeping it right, let's say, at the 8-inch level of the water. And that's where my hits are coming so far. You might see me keep looking over there, and the reason for that is because I'm trying to figure out if that seaplane is utilizing the rim canal as its runway. If that's the case, I have never seen that before, and it's pretty cool. I used to fly, so that's pretty cool if that plane is doing that on rim canal right now. The boat traffic is not there, so anyways, that's me. So the bite slowed down a little bit with the swim jig. I don't know if it's the change of trailer, change things or what, but I'm gonna get a little bit more specific in my casting. I'm gonna go back to the hollow body frog, a popping frog, on specific parts, specific areas, and let's see if I can coax a nice one to come up. I knew it. Knew it. I just had a gut feeling. Just had a gut feeling. Not a pig. Hit at the base of those sawgrass stumps there. Just crushed it. That's two. Look at this. Look at that. One more and it's a pattern, boys. There we go. Oh. It may look like I'm randomly casting all around, and I can assure everybody that I'm not. My suspicion is that they're holding around the cover and not necessarily inside of it. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to coax them with the frog just to come out and investigate, and so far the plan is working. So let me see, let me continue working. I need one more to secure the deal in my head. One more. Tell me this doesn't scream frog. All right, guys, as you can see, I'm wrapping up my day. It was productive. You know, I caught over 10 bass, and the two baits that I mentioned before, and I'll mention them again, were the white swim jig and the hollow body popper frog. Those were the two that produced the most for me today. I had a good time, and I hope you guys had some fun following me around the lake today. The day pretty much stayed overcast, humid, but overcast, and the wind continued from the south. Never experienced any rain. So overall, I'm going to call it a successful outing. Unfortunately, no Okeechobee donkeys. That's how it goes. However, I did manage to stick over 10 bass. Unfortunately, several of them were not caught on video. But I think after I do some editing and look through everything, I think I was able to capture some pretty good strikes, and for you guys' entertainment. I also wanted to take the time and talk to you guys for a second, because you hear me giving shout outs to people, and these are not YouTubers. I am a very active participant on one of the best bass fishing forums there are out there, and that is Ultimate Bass. And it's a wonderful community, and you're going to hear me talk about this community a lot. I am not taking anything away from YouTube. YouTube has fabulous content. However, this forum is what's been giving me and educating me over the last few years and making me a better angler, has been Ultimate Bass. So in a way to pay it forward, you guys owe it to yourself to check out Ultimate Bass, and trust me, you will not be disappointed with the volume of information that site has to offer, and the community is top-notch. You could find me there. My tag there is Captain Bass and Lou. I welcome you to come on, try it out. Let's have some conversations, let's have some discussions. But if you want to find me, you'll find me most of the time on there. And you'll also hear, that's why you hear a lot of shout outs, because a lot of those guys have some very good skill sets. In particular, today was Big Jim's day, I'm going to call it, because Big Jim is a contributing member to the site, and he's also a custom fly maker and custom lure maker, and he was kind enough to make me some swim jigs that I have been enjoying, and as you could see, I showcased them for him today. So again, folks, I hope you had a good time watching the video. Thanks again for following me. For my subscribers so far, thank you so much. And for the guys on the site, thank you so much for the kind words and for the support. And I'm working on giving you guys at least a video a week, and we'll see how this journey goes. So again, I appreciate everything so far, guys, and keep on watching, and I'll keep on producing content for you. And you know, seriously, thank you so much. You guys take care of yourselves.